Hello lovelies, today we're recreating 10 different outfits from the Devil Wears Prada 2, and if you clicked on this video, I know that you're either a fashion lover that is looking for a fashion moment, as we often are on this channel, or that you were around for the first Devil Wears Prada movie and can't resist a little Y2K nostalgia. Or maybe both like me. I picked these 10 outfits because they are the most wearable, the easiest to recreate and shop for, and because we have limited footage, there's only a couple of trailers and a few paparazzi shots. This is what we have to work with right now, so let's dive right in. Welcome back, and if you're new, I'm Zeba and I'm so happy you're here. Make sure to hit the subscribe and notification button so that you don't miss a video. I'm here to help you figure out what to wear, how to wear it, how to make sense of wearable trends so that you love your outfit, because if you love your outfit, you can do anything. Speaking of wearable trends, this just in general broad strokes from the trailer, we're seeing a lot of pinstripes, color blocking, and a return to maximalism and fun. Cerulean Blue is alive and well, especially on Meryl Streep. She just did an interview. She was wearing a cerulean blue sweater as a nod to the first movie, where I thought it was one of the best scenes of that whole film because it really helped educate us as to how the fashion world works. This sweater, I think, is already sold out on J.Crew, which is no surprise. They do have another cerulean sweater that's not cable knit. Ralph Lauren does have a cable knit sweater that is that cerulean blue that will probably be sold out by mid-May. Also, Quince has one as well. I will link everything here on the description below in a pinned comment, on YouTube shopping here in the corner whenever it's available, and then also a QR code that you can scan in case you're watching this on your television. What we know right now is that the whole plot revolves around a very relevant topic, that print is dying and Miranda's still at the helm of a possibly crumbling empire. Andy got her dream job as a journalist. Emily is running a luxury company, as she should. We know that Nigel is still hovering around, helping Andy out. Like, one of my favorite lines from the trailer was when Andy walks in and she's like, "Look what TJ Maxx drag did." I thought that was so classic. Some people have thought that maybe there's like a revenge that's to be extracted, given that Miranda, I think, stabbed him in the back in the last movie. But the first one that I wanted to share with you that is super easy, so coming off of a suede last couple of years, is this beautiful outfit with a suede blazer, suede bag, cropped jeans, scarf, and ankle boots. So much going on here that has been so trendy over the last season. The first is the use of the silk scarf that is beautifully draped around her neck. Full blazer by Ralph Lauren in a dark rich brown. The suede studded bag by Valentino. The ankle boots by Sadig Voltaire. For my recreation, my cropped jeans are by Bayes. I've talked about these jeans before. They're super comfortable and affordable, available at Nordstrom's. And my suede blazer is by Commence. My ankle boots are by Saint Sophia. They're a different type of snake print material, but they are ankle boots and they are snakeskin. So I thought it was like the perfect swap for her ankle boots. This is an outfit that is really relevant for 2026 and also a great transitional outfit because of the suede and the layering. One bag that you'll see Andy wear repeatedly throughout the movie is her Coach Metro briefcase bag, because even though already just looking at her outfits, I'm having a hard time reconciling with the fact that she's not a fashion person. She's casually wearing Valentino and Prada, pumps and things like that. I think that the bag that she's kind of wearing repeatedly as a journalist feels very authentic, because she kind of wears this with a lot of different outfits. I don't have this bag. What I use to recreate the bag is my Oleata carry-all tote that I use a lot for travel. I also have a 15% off discount code site-wide in case you want to shop beautiful work bags. The second outfit that I loved is this one, where it looks like it's like her first day in the office, working back with Miranda, and she's wearing a white polo shirt, a brown belt, and then Nili Lotan barrel leg jeans that are white, a navy blazer, her Coach bag, and in other kind of research that I did, because I did extensive research to try to dig these up, she is wearing Ralph Lauren sandals that look amazing, and I think they're still in stock. For my recreation, I used a navy blazer by Zazan that I love. I've had this one for probably 4 years. It looks brand new. I'm wearing a white polo shirt, also by Ralph Lauren. This one is still in stock. And then in terms of the jeans, I don't have white barrel leg jeans, so I just use white trousers. These are by Ralph Lauren. My braided brown leather belt by Quince, that is a bestseller. And then for the shoes, I wore some pumps by Donald PLINER that are nude color. I love wearing skin colored shoes that match my skin tone to really help elongate my legs. It's a really great hack if you're looking to look taller. Once again, she has her trusty Coach Metropolitan bag, and so therefore I used my Oleata bag again. And every fashionista knows that no order was complete without the perfect t-shirt, which is why I'm so excited to share my new current favorite t-shirt, the Perfect Tee by Under Outfit, which is today's sponsor. They specialize in layers that you will want to put on, and they endlessly flatter any body type with their size inclusivity, feel-good fabrics, and attention to detail. The Perfect Tee has earned its name because this is a t-shirt that you will not have to fuss with in terms of getting that sleek bodysuit look. Hugs your form without any of the drama of an actual bodysuit. It's really flattering, breathable, and it just feels so good to the touch. Now, it wouldn't be complete without the perfect underwear, which I'm wearing underneath. It's the mesh bra, which is extremely flattering. It's gap-free, especially if you are a little smaller like me and you kind of run into that problem. I recently wore it on the longest flight ever and was super comfortable. It doesn't dig in. And this is a pullover bra that is also a must-have for your underwear drawer. It will smooth everything out. It's a bra that you will look forward to wearing. It's available in your favorite color, so make sure to shop today. I have a 15% off discount code that you don't want to miss by shopping my link exclusively. And since white pants season is loading, then make sure to also stock up on seamless underwear that will be undetectable under your favorite spring and summer pieces. Also, if you change your mind about any of these, which I don't know why you would, have 180 days to wear them, try them, wash them, put them back on, see how they feel, how they fit into your lifestyle. And if you're not happy, you can return it. So there's nothing to lose. For the third outfit, we have a monochrome look, which is something that we see a lot throughout the movie. We see either a lot of monochrome, pinstripes, and color blockings. In this look, she's wearing kind of like a t-shirt train that's super high fashion. Again, for somebody who doesn't care about fashion, like, wow. It's the Phoebe Philo like t-shirt train with her Nili Lotan barrel white leg jeans, the Prada pumps, a Coach bag, and then I thought this was really interesting, this statement necklace that's like it looks like a metallic silver combination with pearls that I thought was so beautiful. It's reportedly by Simone Rocha, and I think it's really easy to recreate if you have some of these pieces. I recreated mine just with a very old piece by Banana Republic that's probably 20 years old that happens to be silver and has pearls like integrated within. My t-shirt is by Organic Basics, which is a company that I just discovered that I think has amazing t-shirts. I just got a couple of them. This is a white t-shirt. It's a really great quality without breaking the bank. Sometimes white t-shirts can get a little bit crazy when they start to get nicer. And so I've loved it so far. And for the jeans, I don't have white barrel leg jeans. I have some cream colored ones by Saint Sophia that I love. I wore them just recently on my trip to Portugal a couple of times. And if you want more ideas on how to incorporate European summer for your spring style, make sure to check it out, as well as if like you're looking for tips and tricks to travel to Portugal. And then there's that Coach bag again. Can't get rid of it. The fourth outfit is one of my favorites. It's the pinstripes. And again, pinstripes are all over the place with her white suit, a combination of like disjointed pinstripes. She's wearing a button-down ruched shirt that Anthropologie has one that's almost identical. I have it in white. I don't have it in black. And so for this one, I did choose to wear this shirt that's by Madewell. It's kind of got that nice V shape jersey, so it's like nice and fitted like her shirt is. And then she's wearing some pinstripe trousers, a Dolce & Gabbana blazer, ankle boots, again, the Coach Metro bag. For my look, I chose this shirt, a pearl necklace, some of my favorite slouchy trousers by Anthropologie that are amazing. Instead of ankle boots, I just made an executive decision to wear my new Quince pumps that I'm obsessed with and that I think Andy would approve of. They're very relevant right now, that chunk block heel that's really comfortable, a little bit 90s coded, but overall very timeless. And then my Zoe belt that kind of like has a similar shape to hers. I don't have a Dolce & Gabbana yet, so I wore my newest Quince blazer, which is a beautiful gray color that just did the job, you know? This is a gray office look. Number 5 is this gorgeous shirt dress by TWP, and I could not find it in stocks, but there are some really beautiful ones that I wanted to share with you because I think they're fantastic for spring, summer. There's one by Ralph Lauren that is a little bit longer that crisp poplin material that's really beautiful. Tucker Nook has one, Land's End. In terms of the shoes, hers are the Chanel pumps, but then Margot, here that I'll link in the corner by Nordstrom's, gives it the same look and feel. So you can still feel very fashionable, and I think these pumps are just so versatile. They go with everything. Now, one of my favorite looks where I just like kind of gasped, that looks like it's a funeral scene. I don't know, does anybody know who dies? I didn't get to that part in my research. This gauzy black dress by Kate that I was just like, oh my gosh. Her pumps are by Aquazzura, and then she's got like this top coat that's just beautiful. It's just what dreams are made of. Now, for my look, I wanted to share a dress that kind of has a gauzy feeling too. It's this one, Vera Wang for Fabrique, and it's very affordable for what it is. What I love about this dress is that you can actually convert it, like you can wear it as a mini, but you can also put in that gauzy underskirt and have it kind of emulate this look. In terms of the top coat, I would recommend the one by Quince, and it's very tailored and looks really elegant. I have it in a navy, not in a black, but the black one would get the job done. Number 7 is this amazing scene where she's like swinging along the banister in this beautiful jersey metallic dress. So this dress by Rabanne, and of course it's nowhere at all. Not only is it nowhere, but when I did an extensive search of metallic jersey dresses, like I came up empty-handed for the most part. I just came across 2 that really do a nice job of capturing the feeling. One is available at Rent the Runway. You can actually just buy it straight out. And then the second one is by McDougal. So if you're looking for a new gown for like summer functions and galas and things like that, might be a really great nod to the movie, because I think the purple is very much bubbling to the top. We see a couple more purple moments, one with Miranda where she does like a color blocking. The other person who does a lot of color blocking is Amari, the new character. Simone actually plays Amari, and she has a lot of really fun fashion moments. And she's also never met a pleated skirt she didn't like, because literally half of the trailers her wearing different pleated outfits, which I thought was really fun. And her color blocking moment that was beautiful is this one by Galvin London. It's no longer available on the site, but it looks like they have really beautiful clothes that are extremely luxurious and kind of one of a kind. Outfit though that made me catch my breath, because I love a good LBD, is this one that has like that kind of protective nest around her. It looks like they're at a beautiful function, possibly Milan Fashion Week. It reminded me of this dress that I just got at Anthropologie that I have talked about over and over again in my videos. I wore it in Portugal and during one of the biggest meals I've eaten this year, and literally rolled out, but I was really comfortable because the dress is amazing. And it's got kind of that gauzy feeling that's wearable, right? Because like, even though that is beautiful, like I can see how even if I had a very fancy function that, you know, required me to not have to move very much, it would still not be great for real life, and I wouldn't be able to wear it again. But this one, I've already worn it like 3 times, and I've only had it for a couple months, so highly recommend. Of course, we've got to talk about Miranda. The one that I thought was really wearable was this one with the navy trousers and the red pumps. A great spring look. Hers are by Max Mara. Mine are by Lily Silk, which are still available. I've had these for like maybe 4 or 5 years. They're still in great shape. I didn't have those beautiful red glove pumps, but I just wore some red pointy toe boots that I had just to kind of get the look. A white button-down shirt by J. Crew. My favorite trench coats here. Her look is by Sasufi, which we see again. I think she has another look by her that is the like a all gray monochrome look that is also really beautiful. So that's a brand that I hadn't heard of and really interesting to look more into it. Her red slingbacks are by Jacquemus. She also has a black clutch that I couldn't identify what it was. Let me know in the comments if you can tell. It's really hard to get some of these images. For outfit number 10, I took quite a bit of liberties here because I thought this was such a fun look. It is what we see in one of the trailers where she's like clunking around in her Valentino red studded pump. Kind of a nod to Valentino as a whole, because apparently he was the only designer that was willing to be in the last movie, and how designers didn't want to give clothes for the movie, and just, you know, how much things have changed. And I'm sure like now designers are like throwing clothes at them because they know that it's going to really kind of make or break their year to be in the movie. And I think in one of the interviews, Meryl Streep said that like their budget was like through the roof compared to last time. 20 years later, where we do have so much more way as like consumers of the movie. And if we like what we see, like we're just going to be talking about it on social media, on YouTube, and like everywhere else. So it's such a huge brand opportunity for anybody who wants to, you know, get their name out there. It's such a different world. It's fascinating. But enough of my TED talk. On this look, I wore these really fun white and black like palazzo pants that look like a skirt. Obviously, this is not the skirt that she has here. Hers is by Libertine, and mine is just from a boutique that I got in Florida like 100 years ago. And then my rock stud platforms that I'm wearing are by Cecilia New York, which is a really fun shoe brand that has such creative shoes. Do a really great job of like thinking outside the box. And then the black top that I'm wearing here, which is my Madewell polo top, and a red belt that I have had forever from Amazon, because apparently I don't have red belts, and now I'm starting to think that I need one. So Emily needs her own video, because I feel like all of her stuff is so high fashion. Like the first thing that we see her in is that corseted like white t-shirt that looks like so severe and like all business. It's not like easy Andy dressing that we had in the beginning. This is a little bit like advanced level. Let me know if you want to see that video. Some quick gossip to know is that Adrian Grenier did not come back as Andy's boyfriend. I think she got a little bit of an upgrade in the man department. Let me know if you saw the Starbucks commercial of him where he's like talking about how he didn't make it back in the film, which I thought was a brilliant PR move. Another kind of fun fact is that the whole crew reportedly went to a Dolce & Gabbana show a couple of seasons ago in Milan in character to be part of the B-roll for the film. Another kind of fun thing that I didn't know was that Meryl Streep did method acting for the first movie, which she like was super cold and aloof and removed herself from the whole cast. She felt really left out. She kept like hearing them like having fun and really bonding. Quit method acting on the spot after that. She's like, I'm not gonna do that ever again. Like, this does not work for me. I'm not gonna be miserable. I'm not a movie critic. I think I just moonlight as one for my friends. So, if you love celeb style and saw Love Story, I have a video on how to recreate 15 of Carolyn Bessette Kennedy's most wearable outfits. I'll see you there. And if you had fun with me today, make sure to hit the subscribe button.